every tank needs is a capable track system, complete with suspension. So I'll work on that task first. I'll be using a Christie suspension for this tank, though I also considered using a torsion bar suspension system. Both types are commonly seen on actual tanks, and both can be recreated easily using Lego parts. This motor will provide power to the tracks. The front sprocket is also part of the suspension system. Its job is to maintain proper tension on the tracks so no slipping occurs on the drive sprocket or other sprockets, even while going over rough terrain. Now for the tracks. Let's give it a quick test. Yep, that looks like it will work really well. So that's one half done, and here's the other. This frame I put together will connect the two halves. Additionally, it includes one motor that will spin that turntable. That's an important function that I'll get to later. I'd like to test this base in a second, but I need a couple more things. I'll use a Buiz 3.0 for this tank, since it can control 6 motors, which is exactly how many I'll be using. If you don't have a Buiz 3.0, I'd highly recommend them for remote controlled models. There's a link in the description if you're interested. The whole tank is going to be heavy, so I need braces to make sure that the tracks don't bow outwards. The last thing before I test is a roller bearing. I've used other methods for roller bearings in the past, like the ones in the working enchanting table and the working shulker box, but this time I'm using one that LEGO has used in some of their Technic models. Awesome, that will work great as a bearing. Okay, it's time for a test. This is looking fantastic. With the tracks complete, I need to tackle what this tank will fire. These red Lego balls, aka Zamor spheres, will be perfect since they fly a long distance, can be used with a large hopper, and are easy to reload. Oh yeah, and they can be launched rapid fire, which is exactly what I'm looking for. I'll need a hopper that can store hundreds of shots, so not this one. And one launcher is great, but I'm going to see if I can fit 7 of them on the tank. Well, it took a couple tries, but this is what I came up with. There are a total of 7 launchers in 2 rows, driven by 2 large motors. When the red balls are loaded, this is going to be sick. There's also another motor over here that drives 4 linear actuators. They allow the launchers to be tilted through a wide range. Now I just need a hopper. A few minutes and a whole lot of beams later, here's what I've got. It's got a floor, sidewalls, and hinging pins in the front so I can connect it easily to the launchers. So far so good, but the balls just fall right off the end of the hopper. This odd looking yet effective front wall should take care of that problem, and guide the Zamor spheres right into the launchers.